Is the Cuban embargo still in effect today? Have you ever wondered about the status of the Cuban embargo and its impact on U.S. national security? Well, the embargo is indeed still in effect today. It has been reinforced under recent Republican leadership, reflecting a strong stance on national security. The embargo consists of a series of economic sanctions that are enforced through several laws. These include the Trading with the Enemy Act, the Cuban Democracy Act, and the Helms-Burton Act. These laws restrict trade, financial transactions, and travel between the United States and Cuba. The goal is to apply economic pressure on the Cuban government. Since January 2025, following the re-election of President Donald Trump, the U.S. government has tightened these sanctions significantly. This approach is often referred to as a total pressure strategy. As part of this strategy, Cuba has been redesignated as a state sponsor of terrorism for the third time. This designation comes with additional restrictions on Cuban military contractors and limits on Cuba's access to the U.S. dollar. Immigration from Cuba has also faced new limitations. The administration has reactivated Title III of the Helms-Burton Act. This allows U.S. nationals to sue foreign companies that are involved in trafficking confiscated Cuban property. Furthermore, the U.S. has halted foreign aid funding for media outlets focused on Cuba and expanded visa restrictions related to forced labor exportation from Cuba. These measures reflected a Republican viewpoint that sees the embargo as an essential national security tool. The aim is to counter the Cuban regime's policies, which include human rights abuses and political repression. The embargo is viewed as a way to maintain leverage over the Cuban government and discourage foreign investment that could strengthen its military and intelligence capabilities. While some critics argue that the embargo has not led to regime change or significant improvements in human rights, Republican leadership believes that lifting or easing the embargo without substantial reforms from Cuba would undermine U.S. national security objectives. They argue it would reward a government that continues to violate democratic principles and disrupt regional stability. In summary, the Cuban embargo is actively enforced and has been intensified under recent Republican administrations. It serves as a strategic use of economic sanctions to pressure the Cuban government and limit its influence.